The combine, we heard from Andrew Berry yesterday. It sure seems like they're open to a lot of different ways to rebuild the offense.
Yeah, I think it starts up front. I mean, there's no secret the Browns have a major reclamation project on the offensive line. And as Andrew Berry said yesterday, you can't do it all in free agency, you can't do it all in the draft or in trade. You probably got to do all of the above to fill those spots. So I think that's their number one priority in this offseason.
Joel Bitonio pushes back the decision date. Mm-hmm. I got to believe that's at least a sign that he's thinking about coming back.
Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, I think Joel finished this year healthier than he did in the last 2 years. That's a positive. Does he want to go through breaking in another coach and another long training camp? But there's if you can still play and you're not positively sure you're done, give it another year. But that's his call. He would do the Browns a big favor by coming back.
Yeah, I mean his play was pretty good. I mean It was probably the best on that line.
Yeah, he's probably as good of a guard as you're willing to invest in free agency. So you got your own. Why not try him first? So I think the fact that void date was moved to March 10th is a positive sign that he could return.
And that would help. That'd be 4 offensive linemen starters that you would need. The other thing, and I'm curious your take because you've been around this so long, Tyler Linderbaum is a guy that's intriguing. They're going to have to pay him pretty significantly if they want him. Monken knows him. More importantly, George Warhop knows him. Is there maybe a little bit more value to the Browns who are looking to rebuild that if those guys say, this is a guy that can kind of set the tone for that group?
Yeah, he's going to be coveted. There's going to be competition, and that just raises the price. I mean, Baltimore, Eric DeCosta, the GM of Baltimore, made it clear that they want him back. Now, that means you're going to have to overpay to get him away. John Harbaugh in New York, there's also a link there with the Giants. So I think Andrew has one major acquisition in free agency, big ticket item. Do you devote that to the center, or do you go fishing for an offensive tackle and devote the money that way? That's kind of the question there, because Linderbaum's going to be in excess of $20 million a year, which for the best center in football is okay, but you got so many other needs, and you got to spread that money around. So I would say they'll kick those tires and see what the number is, but I think it's a long shot.
What did you make of Andrew Berry? And he's been pretty consistently non-committal at the quarterback, as he probably should be. It truly sounds like they're just looking to see, is there an option that we think we can win more games with?
I think they're content with the quarterbacks they have for this year. I mean, you can make the case with a new coach, Todd Monken, coming in. You got to give Shedeur Sanders more of a runway to prove whether he's the long-term guy or not. 7.5 games isn't enough. It's enough to merit another look. You're paying Deshaun Watson $46 million. If he's finally healthy, why wouldn't you put him in that competition? And the way Andrew Berry spoke about Dylan Gabriel yesterday, he says he's got a bright future in the league. He had more positive praise for Gabriel of any of his 3 quarterbacks. So I don't see them bringing in a guy who would be certifiably number one ahead of those guys. And I don't think they want to get into another 4-man competition. So I do think they'll add a quarterback, but it's gonna bring yawns to the Cleveland fan base if they do.